We're back. I'm sorry about the terrible fighting. I spent the last, I guess, day, not entire day obviously, but I spent a good deal of time reading over the combat and how it works and what matters and what doesn't. And apparently, out of everything I've been doing, the thing that I also did a lot of item management off screen. You can't tell, but there it is. The thing that matters more, and I guess determining damage, is elemental affinity more than actual class type, and I was raising class type instead of affinity. So that's probably why I was sucking, and I was kind of irritated because after, like, looking back after we beat the fire elemental or whatever, we go back and then we find, I think, water damage to weapon as a spell. So let me double check that. And so I have a couple. Okay, so yeah, I have a couple different weapon types now. I combined a few things. I'm not going to use the Styrian Spear for long. It's just because I needed something else with the slot, and I can't make a Hagane edge weapon. So I just made a Hagane Spear with water, or water damage. Whatever its dominant type is the type of damage it's going to do, so I want water on that in that case. And you can manipulate them with gems, obviously, and silver really leans towards light, and I think that my club was leaning towards light as is, but now it's got the salamander ruby, so it's doing fire, but it's because I was fighting undead and they're weak to light. Whatever you're fighting against will whatever you're fighting against, your weapons will start leaning towards that weakness. And so it's pretty easy to build them up in that sense, but oops. It's like right here, these guys are weak to water, because I've been using Analyze on them too. And they're weak to water, and this is considered water. So I use this, and this does like around 75 points. Or it was, I don't know if it's doing that now. Oh well, 102. So it just shows you what elemental weakness does, and it's more important than apparently class affinity. So that's why we were being really terrible. And so now, hopefully, am I where I'm supposed to be? Yeah, I am. Okay. So the ogre whooped our ass last time. I don't think he's going to do this time. I'm gonna make sure to actually let me get a one hit out. Yeah, I backtracked and went all the way to. Actually, he's a beast. Let me get out my club. But yeah, he and I can always move a gem around. Hopefully it's fire or water. That way I have it. And I went back. I took like almost an hour. I went back. I remodeled a lot of my weapons. I dismantled them and things like that. So, like I said, this should be better. Actually, why am I doing that here? I should be doing this over here. I'm a little annoyed because I'm getting sick. Like, I'm usually congested and all that, but I'm actually getting sick right now. I have a sore throat. I can just feel it coming in. Hey, okay. But it hasn't traveled to like my throat or anything yet, so I'm okay with that. Or my throat, my nose. And so I'm thankful for that, but actually I did this last time. 23. But you can tell that's what the weapon thing was showing you under the names when you target people, is like it shows what damage your weapon does, what elemental affinity it has, and what type of damage, or like what enemy type I think it's fighting against, not what enemy type it's good against. Let me double check that. This is a beast weapon right now. So is it gonna say beast when I target them? Well, he degenerates me with his fucking nail club. I just hit a button. I don't think I have a way to stop that. So I do blunt and fire damage against a human target. So if I switch, to my piercing. Oh, and this, the reason this does a lot of damage to them is because it's got air affinity now, because these guys are earth-based. I've been using Analyze on a lot of guys just to see. And so yeah, I do piercing and air damage against a human target, so the like, I read it on what to do or whatever, but then I looked up not a video, but then I went to Game FAQs and I looked up a combat mechanics guide. I can't remember the author, but it was very in-depth and very awesome. And when I read it, it explains that I guess the tendency of most people is to lean towards enemy type affinity, not elemental affinity. Let's see if we can block this. Nope, I was really slow on that. Oh, that's annoying. You know what? Let's cast some. Let's blow him up. That's not gonna matter. Let's. Do I have any paralysis cures? I should have a ton, honestly. Fixate. Okay. I should use those at some point just to get them out of my inventory. What was I talking about? Oh. So, bosses shouldn't be going... I shouldn't be doing, like, 4 damage to bosses to kill them. Like that. When I was reading it, it's like, if you're doing that, you screwed up. And so... Which I kind of thought. Because bosses shouldn't have 300 health and you're hitting them for nothing. Or, like, 2 damage or whatever it is. And... so... And, like, after I lost to the ogre... Is this him here? Wait, did I go the... So after I lost to him... Okay, this should be it. Yeah, after I lost to him, that's why I went back and looked it up. Because like I said, I shouldn't be doing like 5 damage or whatever, so hopefully this will change things. Even if we're doing like 20 damage, that's fine, but... And then things like crutching on reflect damage to kill someone. What the hell? Like, that shouldn't happen. That's another kind of sign that you messed up, but it's like a last resort thing. Is that physical? It is. But the bats are air-based, obviously, so attacking them is going to give me earth affinity. Even though this club's got fire right now, it doesn't really matter. It's gonna lean towards it, so it is really nice in the fact that you can manipulate weapons like that. I don't know if you can make them do 2 types or 1 or 2 types or whatever it is, but whatever you don't, whatever you're not able to get to. Actually, should I have? I think this is a cutscene. I should have healed. Yep. I should have my weapon out. But you lose phantom points when you have your weapon drawn. And so, right here, you try and identify him, or analyze him. And then, I hope this sticks, so I don't have to do it more than once. Cool, it did. So now, it doesn't tell you the stats right there. You have to go to actual status and tap L1 or R1 from Ashley, and then it shows you his strength, his stats, and all that. His damage location. He has 543 HP. He's pretty resistant to everything except fire, it's looking like. So this club's gonna do okay. What about type? He's super resistant to blunt, that's gonna suck. So, okay. So by attacking him, I'm gonna get fire affinity because it's his weakest defense. So let's see how well the... Actually, let's go to magic here. Let's see how well... Do I not have... I should use I'm gonna use Prostasia on him, but I thought I had an affinity spell for damage. So like, there's water affinity, flame sphere. Okay, so I don't have don't have fire affinity to boost his damage yet. So what I may do, since he's weakest to piercing, let me see. If I take this out, I'm gonna put the salamander ruby in there. I'm just gonna switch this with something, doesn't matter. So I don't think you can just straight up remove a gem from a weapon, which is like you have to place it or disassemble, which is really annoying. And so that's plus 15 to fire, like actual fire affinity. So now if I put that in, my weapon's a fire weapon. And so he's kind of weak to piercing. I have fire damage now. And I'm going to lower his strength, and this should... I like the 100% accuracy. Oh, I forgot to switch to my... I could use Prostasia. Oops. I could... Oops. I probably will, so I'm going to put on the rapier and then use Prostasia. In the same guide I was reading, the guy said that Prostasia is kind of a... Prostasia and then the debuff equivalent of Tarnish aren't great choices for buffs and debuffs, but we don't have anything else right now, so we're just gonna use what we have. Alright, and now we have an elemental weakness, we have Prostasia, which it missed. And look at that, we're already doing a lot more damage. Just by having fire and piercing together, we're doing a lot of damage. Okay, so this is gonna go much faster. Like, this is how a boss fight should go. So analyze really matters. And that's what we're gonna use. Oh, damn it, damn. Damn it, damn, he fucking hurt us there. So, oh, I have Mana Breaker in my shield. No wonder my buffs missed. So I need to take Mana Breaker out. And let me see. I don't want to be missing critical heals and things like that. So, gems work against you if you couldn't tell. Like in here I have Mana Breaker, I have 20% chance to evade spells. Which is great for some things. I just need to put this in, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And there you go. Does he still have strength down? You can't tell. Oh well. Ooh. Hit him in the face. There you go. Let's see if I can poison him. But we also, when I was running back to redo my weapons or whatever, I found a lot of arrow roots from the enemy, so I was really happy about that. Damn it. But this, I'm already happy with this. This is going much faster. I may still do Prostasia. I might get a... Let me see how much of a damage bonus I get. Let me see. Oh man, I'm just so happy I'm actually hurting things now, opposed to not hurting them. Okay, that was a nice damage boost. So yeah, this is fine. So there's evasion and chain evasion, which means like their actual statistical evasion, which you see when I swing at them. And then that's chain evasion, like your follow-up attacks. Oh my god, this is so much nicer. I'm just so happy to actually hurt a fucking boss. Like if I go to... Oops. Like if I go to status now, it should still keep his HP on there. He's almost dead already. Like that's how fucking nice it is, just being able to do this. I say he's dead if I hit him again. Chain him. He really doesn't want to die to a chain hit. He wants to get his last swing off. I'll hit him in the body just to finish it. Yep. Oh, that's fucking nice. Oh no. I don't look at him as he runs away and dies. Ashley, too cool. So we efficiently killed a boss. I'm fucking happy about that. Oh, that's nice. Just no +1. Oh, that's +1. Yep. Fuck. That sucks. Terra Guard. Interesting. Cure bulbs. Cool. Oh, I get an ability. What am I defensive? Demon Scale. What? Interesting. Might do paralysis. Well, that's nice. Instill. Or it looks nice anyway. So if I do like 100 damage, then I get +10 to Phantom points. Let's do that, just to have it. I probably should have got a ward. Oh well. But then, let's see if my Rapier's Phantom points are still maxed out, because they were when I came in here. So I wonder if they still are. I'm gonna heal one more time. 4, 5. Oh, so now that we know how to fight bosses and not suck, I think things are gonna be much easier. The guide that I was reading was saying that, was that okay? It said that, yeah, see, I saw max Phantom points. I'm gonna take that ruby out, but it said that one-handed weapons are generally superior to two-handed, just because. I'm gonna leave the fire in there. Just because you have a shield, and the shield defensive bonuses are pretty massive. See that in flashback? I think he is. I should have went back and saved, oh well. That boss was nothing, so I'm not even worried. But I'll try and use two-handed weapons just for fun, because I think they're cool. Well, what do you see? You find us strange, no? Unnatural is more the word. That thing you do, it... They formed into 3 groups. They are wounded and increasingly aware of being split apart. They seem less focused than our visitors last night. The soldiers last night were trained elites. These latecomers are merely sellswords. Guildenstern doubtlessly wished to catch us in the Greylands. Yet we proved too cunning a quarry. It is a hollow victory. Our losses are greater than the blades. And they have cut our puppets' strings and turned them against us. They will soon hold the surface. We are lost. We have sacrificed much. Yet it need not be in vain, need it, Harden? How can they control our servants? How? Not all of them can. Only a few. Yet we are the masters, are we not? Have we been betrayed by one of our own? I think not. The Cardinals prepared long for this. 20 years watching, waiting. Think! They struck us just as we were moving on the Duke. They knew our plans, Sydney. Temper, Harden. You must learn control. We're lost, Sydney. Lost! Land of the lost. We must leave now. We'll be warming our toes in hell. I know there was an ore in there, but I just forgot it. I'm gonna play like I didn't. I said control yourself! I am telling you all is well. Trust me, Harden. All is well. Oh, what a stare down. Put me on my ass. We are friends, you and I. Is that not so, Harden? Give me your trust, friend. Yes. Friends. Take the Inquisitor with you and go ahead. Oh, and don't be too rough. What will you do? I'm gonna find a shirt Just going to pay a visit on Guildenstern. Worry not, friend. Use sigils to lock all you can. It will cost our guests valuable time to unbind them. Sydney. How did he just walk over that gap? Who knows? For your friends, do not compel me so. Never again, Sydney. Probably did some like mind control or whatever on him. That's why he's talking about compelling. Ooh, my computer's warm. Leave my feet next to it. He intends to die. This way, come! I remember that room. Like, it's cool because all the cutscene rooms you see, or most of them anyway, especially in the city, you actually go through, and I remember that one. Pretty sure you go through that one. Merlot. Merlos. Go with Merlos. Merlose. What's up with your fucking lip piercing? What have you done, Sydney? Cool. So no more enemies. We're actually out of here. It's gonna be a good day, Tater. And that's gonna do it for this episode. I know it was just a boss fight and some cutscenes, but it was a very efficient boss fight, and I apologize for sucking, as I said. Now we know how to actually, hopefully, combat bosses, so as long as we keep some weapons with slots in them to put gems, and then keep using Analyze and elemental affinities and things like that, we should be okay. But next time, we're back in the city, so we're going to check out what's there. I think we'll find a shop or something. I don't know yet. See you later.